clicking on the iMovie icon in the dock. It looks like this. Next, you'll see iMovie open. Select File, New Project, name your project, and click Create. First, we'll add images to the iMovie. We can add images in a few different ways. We can choose to click on the camera icon and drag images in through iPhoto. We can also drag them straight from the desktop into the project area. Once I've dragged my photos into the project area, I can rearrange them by moving them around in the project area. I can play my video by clicking on the rectangle icon with the arrow. I can do the same thing in my small screen by just clicking on the play arrow or by hitting the space bar. I can also change my clip so I can turn on or off the Ken Burns effect, which will zoom into my photos. I can crop the photos to only show a portion of them, or I can make them fit to the screen to display the whole photo in my iMovie. When I'm done, I'll click Done to save my changes. I can also change the timing of my frames by clicking on Duration, and I can choose to apply that to all of my photos by selecting Apply to All Stills. Now I'd like to add video into my iMovie. I'm going to go to File, Import, Import Movies, and then choose a movie that I have saved to my computer. Mine is saved to my desktop, so I'm going to go to the desktop, click on the file, and click Import. This process can take a few minutes. When the video is ready, it will appear down below in your project area. This video is not yet in your iMovie. I'm going to use a single click to find a portion of the video that I'd like to add into my iMovie. Then I'm going to drag until I have the right amount of video and put it into my project area. I can watch the video that I put into my iMovie by clicking on the play arrow or pressing the spacebar. I can add titles to my iMovie by clicking on the T or titles icon, and by holding my mouse over top of the different titles, I can see what they will do in my iMovie. Once I find one that I like, I can click and drag it over top of an image or video in my project area. From there, I can click on the text to change the title. Then I can click Show Fonts to begin editing my text. So I can change the font, the color, the size, the style, so bold, italic, or outlined, or the alignment of the text. When I'm done, I can click Done to save my changes. I can add backgrounds into my iMovie by clicking on the globe icon. These are nice for splitting up parts or sections of my video. I like this underwater background, because it fits my theme, I'm going to drag it into my project area just like a photo. I can add a map to my iMovie by clicking on the globe icon, taking a look at the maps, and then when I see one I like, I can drag it into my project area. From there, I'd like to start with my starting location, so it will automatically default to Edmonton. St. Albert is not available as a starting location on the map, so where it says Name to Display on Map, I can type in St. Albert. When I'm ready, I can press OK. From here, I can choose my end location. In this video, I would like to show that great white sharks live off the coast of South Africa, so I'm going to type in South Africa and then choose a location that comes up, so Cape Town. I would like the name South Africa to be displayed on my map, so where it says Name to Display on Map, I will type in South Africa. From here, I will press OK. This will show my viewers where great white sharks live compared to St. Albert. I can add transitions to my iMovie by clicking on the transitions icon, which looks like a rectangle with two small triangles. This will change the way my iMovie transitions between photos or videos. To do this, I'll have to turn off automatic transitions. This will allow me to choose my own. I can look through the transitions by placing my mouse over top on the right-hand side of my screen. I can find one that I like and drag it right in between two photos or two videos to make that change in my iMovie. I can then adjust them so I can change the duration, the time to make them longer or shorter, and press Done to save my changes. Then I can press the play button or spacebar to view my transition. I can choose if I'd like to make this happen for all of my transitions or just one by selecting Apply to All. I can add a voice recording, which is also called a voiceover, into my iMovie by clicking on the microphone icon. iMovie will then prompt me to start by clicking on a video or image I'd like to record over. My voice recording is represented by a purple line in iMovie. I can also add music and sounds into my iMovie by clicking on the music icon. I can choose to look in iMovie sound effects, I Like sound effects, which both have different sound effects and songs that come on your Mac computer. I can listen to a sound by clicking on the play button, and then if I like the sound, I can drag it into my project area and it will go into my iMovie. I can also click on iTunes to use any purchased music I have on my computer, and I can drag it right into my iMovie. Once I have voiceovers and music in my iMovie, I may wish to change the volume of the different sounds so that you can hear my voiceovers and music in the background. To do this, I'll click on my song so it turns yellow. I can see that it's highlighted. And then I'll go into the inspector. So I'm going to go to Audio, turn down the volume from 100% to about 20%, and then click Done to save my changes. You may need to play with this a few times to get the right volume. You can create a credits page in your iMovie by clicking on the globe icon, finding a nice background, and then by clicking on the T or text icon. From there, you can select scrolling credits and drag that over top of the background. I can then change the title to credits and start adding the people who contributed to my iMovie. So I'm going to include who it was created by, who the images were provided by, which is Google Images, and who the video was provided by, which is Discovery Education. Make sure to give credit to anyone that deserves it in your iMovie. From there, I can change the fonts, the colors, the sizing, and the orientation. When I'm ready, I can select Done and save my changes to my credits page. We've now created an iMovie. We've added images, we've added video, we've added transitions, maps, voiceovers, sound, and a credits page. From here, you're going to want to share your iMovie. To do this, click on the Share menu, Export using QuickTime, decide what to name your project, and where to save it. Click Save, and iMovie will turn your project into a movie file. You will be able to put this file into an external hard drive, a memory stick, or share it through email.